to tonight. Just don't care. Playing games, girl. Bring your downstairs.
I left something in the house.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions
here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, excited for this one. I mean, Charles, the Steelers back in the Super Bowl once again, their 9th appearance overall, second only to the Patriots 11. But if the Steelers win this one, then they'd be on top of the all-time win standings, as it would be their 7th title.
What a franchise. Come on, join me for a minute, okay? Come back to the 1970s with me. Back to the steel curtain defense. Back to Terry Bradshaw, quarterback. Throwing to Lynn Swann and John Stallworth. Franco Harris running the football with Rocky Blyer. That team was something, all right? And that started the path to where we are right here, right now. This team's pretty good, too. And they want their own history. What an accomplishment this would be to win a 7th Super Bowl title for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's taken in by Watson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Now on 1st down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places. And lanes to open up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pickett sets up play action. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Well, Charles, kind of the future of his franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He finds Watson complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. 1 quarter done and 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's a 3-point game here early. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. To the air on first down with Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, a check down here to Jones. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have retaken the lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw, Pickett. This one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Pickett now on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, in the middle of the field, it's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Here's Austin. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Pickett, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here's Presley Harvin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they take a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Flush to now look out. Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing is Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Allen Lazard, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. In motion right here comes Johnson. First and 10, here's Pickett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Anyone who watched Najee Harris at Alabama knows the kind of strength that this guy runs with, and he's continuing on that path here at the next level.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Pickett to throw on first down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 39.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Pickett on 3rd and 1. It's brought in by Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Pickett right back to the air again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 78 yards. And the Packers will extend their third quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Johnson for the extra point try. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air on first down with Pickett. This will be caught at about the 3. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point. With a 2-score lead, fourth quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Off the option, it's Jones. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 more yards there and another first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game. Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've...
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Pickett. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And his pass, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Looking left side, and it's complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Calvin Austin, 27 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you want...
Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Pickett.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Looking to throw here, Pickett. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left. And this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 3rd touchdown in this Super Bowl. And the Steelers get a bit closer. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. One final shot for Pickett. And that's caught for the additional 2 points.